Hello. If you're a woman, corporate professional, or entrepreneur feeling stuck, overwhelmed, yet you know that God has given you the potential and the capacity to accomplish more than you have so far, then you're in the right place. Hi, my name is Nate Scott, a West Point graduate, combat veteran, and former CFO of an Inc. 500 fast-growing company. For 21 years, I've empowered women like you to build disciplined mindsets, create financial resilience, and unlock transformative business growth grounded in faith. I wrote Life is Rich, How to Create Lasting Wealth as a principle-centered, biblically-based leadership program focused on personal growth and entrepreneurship to address the cash flow dangers that no one is talking about. The fact that 77 million baby boomers are retiring and facing a cash flow danger, and 66 out of 100 people age 65 earn less than $30,000 a retirement. But it's about how to think versus what to think. In today's shifting marketplace, success isn't about working harder. It's about embracing a new way of thinking and leading with purpose. That's why I created a proven, faith-centered framework to help you break through stress, plateaus, and financial challenges, moving confidently toward the future God has prepared for you. Join me for my free training, How to Unlock Profit, Purpose, and Confidence in 90 Days, where you'll learn how to replace limiting beliefs with God's truth, practical steps to build financial strength even after setbacks, and how to lead your business and life with clarity and confidence. This isn't theory. These are action-filled strategies my clients have used to clear debt, grow income, and step fully into their God-given leadership. If you struggle with coaching before or feel pressed for time, this training is designed for real transformation and focused progress. It's for entrepreneurial women ready to take responsibility and create lasting wealth with purpose, not for those seeking shortcuts. Ready to walk boldly in your calling? Click below to reserve your seat for this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Space is limited and this opportunity won't wait. You have nothing to lose and God-sized destiny to gain. Reserve your seat now. I can't wait to see you, because when you live with purpose and faith, life truly is rich. Now hear from women who've transformed their lives after working with me.
As I sit here at the airport on the 17th, I am reflecting on the good fortune I had of meeting you 1 year ago today. You have coached my team on luxury branding. We have done podcasts together, radio shows together, women's conferences together. You also introduced me to shopping online, which I used to delegate to everyone else. And I know my health is my wealth. And knowing that I now have a much healthier home and office for my family, my clients, my friends, my business partners, it is just gives me a great deal of confidence. So I just want to say thank you for all you have done for me.
I paid $7,000 for a program that I thought would do exactly that. Talk to me, guide me, help correct my thinking, and it wasn't. It was clearly, do this, do that. We'll talk to you next week. Nate is so different. He is an encourager. He is an encourager of helping us to think and to learn and to be able to follow instructions in good ones and honorable ones. And I'm super excited to work with him. He spent hours helping me, and I am so grateful for what he is doing and helping other people. He is so wise and so good at what he does, and I am so excited to have the opportunity to work with him. I can't say enough, and I'm so grateful for you, Nate. Thank you so much.
One of the values that I have received from working with Nate is taking me back to doing the things that I did to get me where I am. And sometimes it's just the little things. And one of the things that I know that I needed to do but just wasn't doing it, just kind of fell through the cracks, is tracking. And he created a tracking system for me so that I can track the activities so that I can get the results. And so I started to do the tracking and worked like a charm. And it took some time for me to do it consistently. But as I began to do it consistently and networking and writing my names and numbers and contacts down, I was able to quadruple what I was doing in the past. And the results were there because of the simple tool and technique. If you're considering hiring a business coach and you know that you need to do that, I would strongly recommend Nate Scott as that person. Several reasons. Number one, his background. His military background proves his discipline. His educational background proves that he's super smart. And he has a great heart.
Not what to think. He doesn't tell you what to do. He helps you walk through the process of figuring your own self out, which is huge. I swear, if every teacher, mentor, everyone that's ever tried to teach me something in my life was like this, it just did this one thing, it would just sped my learning curve in so many ways, faster. So Nate just completely broke down some concepts that I was able to internalize really quickly, which is really nice. And he just basically reinforced that whole idea that I'm the asset, that my name, my character online, because I'm an online marketer, it's what I do, is very important, and not to, basically to give people lots of value and be real and be authentic.
I saw the value of working with Nate within the first 10 minutes of speaking with him. He opened my eyes that quickly into what my situation was and where I was headed if I didn't make a change. The coaching sessions that I've had with him have really helped me to think differently. And when he's asking me a series of questions, if I'm stuck or if I don't get it, if I don't figure it out, he's patient with me. He kind of figures out a way to ask different questions to get me to open my mind and to figure the answer out for myself, which is great. Also, when that light bulb goes off, when you realize where you're thinking differently or where you're stuck in your thoughts or where your belief is limited, and you are able to overcome that belief or that thought process and change it, it's a pretty great feeling. And that's where I think that's where you see the value and the benefit, is because if you're not able to get there on your own, you have somebody that's able to guide you through it. That's, like I said, it's a great feeling.
And literally after day one of the session, we immediately put some of those principles and practices in place and saw an immediate difference.
I thought Nate was a very good listener, very patient, and first of all, he forced an answer to his questions, but then he would give you answers to the questions that you would ask or to the experience that you would present. So I thought he was very good at being consistently committed to the sessions, and then being consistent with regard to leading the group and direct the objectives of the group. Some of the answers that were given weren't necessarily given to one individual. That's where the group really added to the experience, because you saw responses or answers for a variety of circumstances.
How you doing? This is Ken Brown here. And after 25 years in business, I figured out to listen to this. Success is not accidental. Success is absolutely habitual. And thinking about that, I remember when I was retiring from my McDonald's franchises and I was creating a new business, and my good friend Nate Scott had started this thing called the Daily Habit Call. Listen to me, it was the Daily Habit Call. And he's called me up and said, Ken, I want you to get on this call, connect with me, lock arms with me. And so I did. We would get up in the morning at 5 a.m. in the morning. Listen to me, 5 a.m. in the morning for 365 days. I'm telling you that the level of commitment that I've seen, the level of dedication that I've seen with Nate Scott, is unprecedented. He's a man of commitment, a man of integrity, and let me tell you something, I don't think he even knows this, that guess what? That I was going through transitioning my business, and guess what? The fact that I was on that Daily Habit Call for 1 year with Nate, He don't know it, but it helped me explode my new business.
I must say that having worked through the baby steps, paying off all of our debt except for our mortgage, and having the emergency fund in place when the pandemic hit was a blessing. Although my husband and I maintained our primary incomes through the pandemic, it was such a peace of mind that if we had been among the many who lost their primary income, we would be okay for a while. And for that, I can't thank Nate enough.
Hello, my name is Andrea McGee. I am a multipreneur where I am an empowerment coach to women, as well as the owner and operator of a branding and marketing agency based in Southern California. And I am elated to share my experience with Nate Scott. I met him through his wife, Andrea, and I had the distinct pleasure in hearing just how well his mind works and how he doesn't just go along with things, but he dissects them for truth. And one of the most valuable things that I can say that I learned from him is how to think versus what to think, as well as remembering that I am the asset. Generally, when you start in business the way that I did through a direct sales company, particularly if you amass some success, you are going to pour everything that you have into building another brand. And one of the light bulbs that went off for me when I was able to connect with Nate was that I had been building and giving to something that did not belong to me. And between those two things that he shared with me, among many others, I was able to take a look at where I was in my life, in my finances, and make the decision to build something with the skill set that I was already giving away. And so for that and many other things, including your friendship, Nate, I say thank you. And I am excited about all the lives that you are changing as a result.